What's up guys, welcome back to the vlog. So today's work is a little unexpected because I find myself here at Import Auto located in the city of Southgate, and I brought my AC compressor. I'm specifically looking for hardware, and as I brought it to ask questions about, what other bracket am I going to need for it, he pointed out I have a block off plate where the cover plate with the AC ports should be. I'm supposed to swap it out with the one on the old unit, but I don't have an old unit. On the upside, I saved a couple $100 by getting this refurbished AC compressor from Denso, and he has an extra manifold I can use. Good thing I brought out the unit and he inspected it. And he offered to sell me the other bracket that I'm going to need, which saves me a trip to the junkyard. All right, now let's get to cleaning those other pieces. That thing is heavy. Ya tenemos el gas. Since I'm going with an entirely new refrigerant system, it's probably best to replace the valve core to prevent future air leaks from happening. The couple extras that were here at the shop were in an exact fit, so I will be sourcing these locally. Everything on the engine is torqued down. I do gotta tighten a couple more things like the valve covers. I gotta get my timing belt tensioner on and also torque that one down. And good thing I checked because I was missing the washer that goes back here. There's a couple scuff marks right here, so I'm actually gonna clean the surface just so that washer sits nice and even. Some of the thread lockers slid down, so it is definitely good to clean the surface a bit. I'm gonna get some new grease on here, some new thread locker, and then I'm gonna get some grease on the washer as well. Front side. Okay, let's go put it on. There we go. Good. So I had my timing set perfectly, so I did not want to take out the belt. Cool. All right, nice and loose, nice and tight. Nice and loose, nice and tight. And since I stopped by to get a new washer, I also got the new ventilation hoses for the valve covers. Okay, how to tighten those and torque those down first before getting these hoses on, because if not, it might be a little difficult. Before getting the timing belt cover on, I did clean the surface, and this is how it's supposed to look. Just very polished, clean, no rust, no debris, no old oil. I will have to admit, to get that crank pulley on that snout, it is a very difficult process because ATI made the clearance so tight. Like, it is so tight that a friend of mine was like, you need to get the inner hub honed. And I was like, no way, you know? And he was like, yeah, you'd have to, you know? I mean, when people don't hone it, I mean, they just either expand it by like putting it in the oven, or they probably hone it themselves. I watched a video where somebody did that themselves, and I thought that was pretty cool. Maybe something I'll try in the future. Not gonna lie. But anyway, so the way I did it was very old school, very traditional, but I know some of you guys had asked me how I removed it, and I actually made a detailed video. It is a step-by-step, and it shows you the process on how I removed it and how I'm going to install it. So go check that out. I'm gonna leave the link down below. I can't forget this little guy. It's back to how it was looking like before, and now I'm gonna get the AC compressor and the power steering and the brackets all on. They're gonna go on this side. So I believe AC compressor goes here, and then there's like a bracket here in the middle, and then there's another bracket that then connects the power steering to the AC compressor. And all right, let's figure this out. Look at this big boy. Oh, there's oil in there. Oh my. Okay. Come on. Come on, let's get you in there. Yes. So confused. It's like doesn't like fit. Oh. Yeah, I don't think. This is weird. At least a little bit. Oh. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So this is a pressure release valve of some sort, and I'm not gonna be able to delete this. It's probably not wise. I've seen a couple videos that it's pretty necessary for the compressor. So the only way I was even able to get this mounted on is I had to take out that stud and then remove the block off plate because it actually interferes with the bolt, and then bolt this on. And now I'm gonna put on the block off plate and thread this back on, which it should fit. Yeah, it does. Okay, that's good because I didn't know how else I was gonna be able to even get this on. There we go. On the thread locker. Ah, mira, ya soy profesional. On this, oops, some all over the floor now. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. See, it was not this smooth before. Okay, so this is how it's looking like so far. You see how it cups into something on that side? And then this other side will go on that corner right there. Like, or it's this one that goes in the corner. Like that. Okay, let's see, does it line up? Oh, it's lining up. There we go. Nice. There we go. This one barely threaded on. This one barely went on, and if we look back here, look at that gap. That is a no-no. And this one did not even go in all the way. So I'm gonna get 2 new long bolts, and then I can install this pulley from Powerhouse Racing onto that power steering pump. Alternator is on the way, and then I can install the last pulley from the kit on that. And check this out. This is the most complete my engine has ever been. Wow. Wow.